Here we are in windy Porthcawl, Wales, and we're going to be hitting the beach pretty soon. I'm going to tell you about Fiverr and how you can take professional services and put them online so that you can unshackle yourself from any particular location. You can travel and make money while you're traveling. Well, let's talk about different nomad side hustles that you can do in 2023. So why make more money? Well, especially when you're a digital nomad, it'll help you travel to the places that you want to be and to live the life that you would like to achieve. And with kids, you have extra expenses like private school, different schooling, extra air tickets, a larger house or apartment. It's a good idea to try a side hustle and get it going as soon as possible because then you can grow it. So I'd like to talk about Fiverr and Upwork, which are two online platforms for professional services and web design, graphic design, a lot of different types of services that people offer on there. I've been working on Fiverr for 5 years now. I was a top-rated seller, and I have a number of gigs that I'm still active with. I like to see the different flexibility of the platform. It lets me work from wherever I happen to be at the time, and I can interact with my clients from all over the world. And the best thing is, once you have the gig and the reputation, the work kind of comes in on a regular basis. You don't have to worry so much about the workflow and drumming up business all the time. Ideally, your side hustle will give you a decent amount of money. It'll give you some challenge and outlet for your creativity. And most importantly, it'll give you geographic freedom and let you live and work where you want. So to work online and create money and an opportunity, what you need is a difficult skill that you can offer to other people in exchange for their payment. So you need to have access to a pool of clientele who are interested in the service that you're providing and are able to provide you with regular business. Now, it's rare that you're simply going to have just one client. Oftentimes you're going to have a diversified client group because not all of your clients are going to require your services at any given time. You want to keep an even cash flow. Platforms like Fiverr and Upwork take care of getting the clients for you. They advertise and they bring in the clients on the platform, and then the clients will start to look at the different gigs that are offered, and your gig is one of a number of other sellers' gigs, and you should be able to stand out, get the reputation and credibility that you need to attract new clientele, and then you will find that the work comes in of its own accord. What skill will you perform? Well, ideally something that you're good at that you can bundle into a package, a discrete package that people can buy and then be done with. The most common services are graphic design, website design, some coding, typically oriented towards a consumer or small business, and ad copywriting or blogging. If you can do these, you can offer the services. Sometimes you might need to get trained up to be able to provide the services to clients that are attracted to the platforms like Fiverr and Upwork. So for example, if you're offering digital marketing services, you're going to want to understand the platform that you're pitching for and how they work. What is the best format for an ad? What are the key words that attract the perfect customer for your client? How do impressions work? And how to manage the budget for the best results for your client. Graphic design, if you want to go with that, can be learned on a number of platforms. Skillshare, Udemy, and Coursera all have in-depth courses to get you up to speed in about a month in graphic design, but you'll need to practice a lot in order to become really good. One of the most accessible jobs is ad copywriting or blogging or content marketing. These are all very close categories, and there are some websites online that provide in-depth courses on getting up to speed with what people are looking for, how to think about your content before you start to create, and how to find the sources in order to support what you're saying. And there's a couple of links down in the description below that'll provide you with some guidance on where to start looking for some decent training that'll get you up to speed. Also for coding, AI is actually very good at coding, so a lot of people are starting to go there for pieces of code and then working on them and refining them. Now once you have some traction with your gigs, then you can start scaling. So There might be different ways of scaling depending on the industry that you're in. If you're in blogging, you're definitely going to want to look at AI. AI is going to be able to provide maybe the first draft or template that you're using for your blog entry, and then you're personalizing it, creating a lot of the body yourself, putting your personal touch on it. For professional services, you might want to have a back office. Now there's a few places that offer good back office services, like Brickwork in India, for example, which is one that we use for our platform. So you get a trained assistant and you can tell them, what you need and sort of refine their approach as you go. There's also somebody to manage the staff for you, make sure that they're in work, producing in the particular hours that they say they are. We tried hiring a staff directly from the Philippines, and it was difficult to keep tabs on what the staff was doing at any particular time, and there seemed to be a lot of personal activities that were going on during work hours and so on. So I highly recommend going with a provider that has some oversight onto the staff, like Brickwork. Good luck with your journey, and remember, try lots of things. There's no penalty for failure. Once you find your gig that resonates and that's moving forward, you can scale it up and you can try to automate it so it reduces your time in producing a great product. Thanks for listening, and if you like this content, please subscribe.